Alright, this is a little video about my Arrma Typhon rebuild project. It started out with a cracked chassis and a broken drive shaft. Anyway, so started out pretty straightforward, just stripping the car down, putting screws in a little bucket and generally disassembling and getting ready to fix the thing. Just your typical weekend afternoon job. I'll just mention here, the car was performing quite fine, even with these cracks in the chassis. I just think it was time to fix it, and I'm sure at some point in time it was going to fail epically if I kept driving it with those splits down the side. With my first weekend burned, my next weekend was focused on getting this stripped wheel hub screw out, and that was a pretty big task. If you're interested in how I did that, there's a video which I'll link to in the top there somewhere. This is where I managed to damage the wheel hub at the end of this weekend. I had to order some new parts, so that was another period of waiting, which of course prolonged this job that should have been done much more quickly. I'm now about 3 weeks into this project. I've started to reassemble a new chassis, a set of new axles which I purchased, I think it was off Amazon. Anyway, wherever they came from, I was about to find out that they weren't going to fit. You can see me recognizing the signs of that and choosing to ignore them. Might just mention here, I don't think there was anything wrong with the original plastic hub carriers. The only reason I changed them out for aluminium ones was because I damaged the original hub carrier when I was removing that screw. Otherwise, I would have left them there. They were perfectly fine. When I took them out, there was no damage and there was no signs of cracks or fatigue. If I hadn't have been so ham-fisted when I was grinding the screw out of the hub, they would have been fine. It's about this point in the reassembly where I started to realise that the original wheel hubs are not going to fit onto the stub shaft. Having figured out that it wasn't going to fit on the right hand side, I then went and put it all together on the left hand side as well. That's when I jumped back onto Amazon and had a look at my purchase history and realised that when I searched for Arrma Typhon drive shafts, the advertisement for the parts that I actually bought, if I'd have read the description thoroughly, it said not for Arrma Typhon. A bit of a tricky description there. After another wait for spare parts, I was opening up a new bag of axles and ready to put the whole thing back together. This time with a set that would actually fit. These ones come with new hubs and wheel nuts as well, which I installed at the same time. And that's what I did for the next 2 hours or so, with my little buddy working over there on his remote control car as well, and assembly, where I was just about ready to get the thing on the road and give it a test drive. There it is, all done. The only thing left to do is take this out and give it a whirl. So there I am, after several weeks of waiting for spare parts, damaging things when I'm trying to fix them, then having to fix my mistakes. I'm out here giving it the first test run. I've got the throttle limited to 50%. The car's running very nicely. And whack. Just like that, it's all over. So in an upcoming video, I'll be sharing with you how to change the shock tower on the front of an Arrma Typhon. I'll also be exploring the use of an electric screwdriver, because I was finding it a little bit tiring using a regular screwdriver to undo all of those really long screws that are in the Arrma chassis. That's something I'll be sharing with you in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching. Until then, see you later.